Hello, I'm here. You are live now as well.
Nice.
Cool, I'm just going to double check that. Do you want to do an intro?
Yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Behind the Screens, our Christmas special.
Hello,
Let me just
I'm
try and
here.
remember the title of
You are
today's
live now as
stream.
well.
Nice.
Cool,
Do you
I'm just going
remember
to double
off the
check
top of
that.
your head, Michael?
Do you want to do an intro? Sorry, I'm just double checking the audio.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Alright, it's good. You can really hear that fan.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it. Do you
No.
reckon I can get rid of it? I'm gonna see. Anyway, great. What?
Yes,
so yeah, we're
I did-
making an AI Christmas card.
Yes, didn't quite get to that point, but we
Oh.
were dreaming of Christmas
Oh,
this
great.
year. And this stream is all about how we teched the halls. So get ready, buckle up. I'm ready to learn about how you too can make an AI Christmas song.
Awful puns. Wow. Um, cool. So you've been doing most of the research for this, I'd say.
So get ready, buckle up.
How do you want to do this? Because you're obviously in America right now, and not here, and I am here. Cool. So you've been doing most of the research for this. Sorry, I'm just
get ready.
Right. Sorry, I'm literally. I'm trying to like mix the audio while listening to you, and it's not going well.
Yeah, I guess you kind of, if I speak, it might be a bit more helpful. Because hopefully you can mix it a bit better whilst I speak. So today we're going to basically talk through how to make basically music and visuals with AI.
While listening.
AI is obviously a massive buzzword, I think, this year.
Right.
Yeah, surprisingly, it wasn't the word of the year, but it wasn't. So we have to move past that. But it's been like a big buzzword, and I feel like wherever you go, people talk about AI, whether it's on the tube or online, just literally everywhere. I feel like people are just talking about it. It's becoming very prevalent for people. There's a lot of fear mongering around it, understandably, but there's also a lot of excitement with the possibilities that you can use it for. So we're basically going to show you today how you can use a very light-hearted version of AI. And yeah, basically, I don't really know if you want to talk at all about AI, Michael, and Ebury at all.
Yeah, so I guess AI has been like a big talking point since I'd say the summer. I'd say like I think most people remember like GPT-3 as like the point when AI became something that everyone like household name or like everyone was talking about it. Everyone knows what GPT is. I'd say loads of people do, and it's like people work with it every day, and yeah, as you were saying, the sort of fear mongering. Even recently, that Q star stuff.
Yeah.
And then Google Gemini, like all of this stuff is like really geared towards like the end of civilization rather than a new opportunity, I'd say. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah.
I was just going to say, it's interesting whenever you talk. I think a lot of this fear mongering seems to be coming from younger generations, I'd say. I feel like when I speak to my parents or like people I know of a similar age group, their kind of fear around it is it's slightly fearful, but they've lived through the digital revolution themselves. So they see the internet, they've had the same fear mongering they have with the internet. And so I think that's very interesting as the different demographics and how they view AI. And yeah, because I think allegedly Gen Z is very much rejecting AI at the moment, but I just don't think people are aware that it's already everywhere, it's already here.
Yeah, I mean AI has been a thing. This is the thing. AI has been a thing. The term AI has been a thing for like what 60 years or something.
Yes,
like plus more than that, but like in a way that is very controlled, and like you're kind of telling a computer what to do, but it has some like emergent behavior by the rules you give it. But now like there's a more sort of general intelligence, which is the scary side, right? The fact that it's like comparable to human in like intelligence, like it can answer the same questions that we could answer, that you would think previously were probably harder for a computer to do, and now it's sort of doing that, and that's the thing.
Yeah, it's crazy to be living through it all, I feel like, and just watching the development as you and I have probably been researching more into it just over the past few years in itself, just watching how fast it's all developing.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess should we start with you were saying we'll start with Ebury Grace, which is the our AI chatbot
Yes.
fashion editor review, not editor, like fashion correspondent reviewer person that
That
we
is a very good title.
just so many different words that we like tested out over the last two sort of collection periods, or basically just SS24, but menswear and womenswear, and that was making use of it was definitely it's always been GPT, but we moved from InWorld, which is a character creator, like AI character creator, onto I don't know if there's anything I can put on my screen, onto like that going from a third party service to native GPT, and now we're looking at the next sort of phase of that, which is what we've tried, which uses GPT-4 now,
Mhm.
and a lot more like of the like SHOWstudio as a whole's knowledge. Like that's the sort of thing we're doing, is trying to basically create an overall assistant for anyone, for like turning the website into an AI essentially. So like instead of interacting with it as a website, you could interact with it as a person. That's kind
Yeah.
of like the strap line of that, which is like a really obvious use of chat of this kind of intelligence. And like I think where a lot of people are going to go is like, instead of using a traditional website, you just speak at the website and it does what you need it to do, and everything's more intuitive. Like you remove the barrier between even knowing how to use the internet essentially. So yeah, so I guess I don't know how it's the problem with AI as well, is it's not a very like visually interesting thing.
No.
But I can flick over to my screen and we can like talk through the sort of starting steps of the Christmas card.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I feel like as well, because yours is like you're making it, building it local and kind of native and things like that, like it is actually interesting. I feel like it's got its own visual identity attached to it with all the lines and lines and lines and lines of text. But it's
Yeah.
actually really interesting to watch it come in. So I think that yeah, compared to the all the online stuff I'm going to be showing in a little bit, like that's it's a bit more boring to be honest. Just visually. So
Yeah. I think something
yeah.
that we also struggle with is that like people talk about AI as if it's like a thing or a person, but
Yeah.
but the actual reality of it is just going like is clicking a button, is like writing in a line of text and then clicking a button and waiting. Like that's essentially how a lot of these services work, right? They're all geared up to do something, but the interaction is just natural language. So clear to start. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna flick over to my screen. Um. So here we go. This is it. Can everyone still hear? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is AI, but basically, if you've ever used Chat GPT, it's essentially just like an instant messenger with an AI, which is what this is in a very rudimentary sort of way. We're sort of trying to like use it as the brain to build things. So you're actually going to see, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, if anyone sees the building blocks of it, but all the behind the scenes of a sort of Chat GPT tool is that it like, you basically give it a prompt and then it tries to complete that prompt and give it back to you, and you can just add layers and layers of complexity to that prompt. So what we're doing is essentially turning all the data on ShowStudio into a database that can be searched, and then that helps give context to information that it gives back to us. So I don't know, have you got an example question to ask it?
Um,
I'll
so
try
if
and
we
like,
go with, should we just go straight into making the song?
yeah, let's do it.
Um, so let's ask it to write us some Christmas lyrics for a song
All
which
right.
feels warm.
Can you write us some warm-hearted Chris lyrics.
It's about SHOWstudio.
How do you spell lyrics? Please. We've got to be polite to your AIs, otherwise they'll come back and get us.
That's how you fight AGI.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we just have to keep talking and explain what's happening. So basically, what should be happening, unless it like sometimes what I found with GPT-4 is sometimes it's a bit slow. So it's tried to write something. So should I? How can we show this? I'll just change it a bit so we can actually see. All right. Cool. So that's our verse. Can you read that? Should I make it bigger?
I think it's just my like connection of it. It's just a bit blurry, but on the actual stream, I can see it, so I think it's fine. We've got some questions, Michael.
We've already got questions.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald Trump's here. We will make fashion tasty again. Shout out to Top G. Undercover. Who's doing Tallahassee? Should we Google him? So Nico, this is sort of like, I guess it's we're sort of writing our own program, so you can use Chat GPT via APIs, and I wanted to say that I knew exactly what API stood for, but I'm gonna have to Google it. But it's basically like it's a combination of Python and Chat GPT's like back application programming interface. So sort of their like back end, if you were like a developer, so you can like code how you want prompts to go back to Chat GPT, and then you send it off to their servers, and then it does the completion and sends it back. So it is kind of a custom app, but yeah, definitely based on Chat GPT, and it. So then from there you could sort of like run your chatbot on Discord, but what we're going to be doing is running it on the website. So you would just go to like the homepage of SHOWstudio and like talk to it there, in a similar way to Ebury Grace, which we ran a few months ago. Cool. So yeah, can you read that?
I can now. Yeah.
What do you think?
It's brilliant.
Brilliant. What should we say? So essentially, this has given us a structure. Should we try and ask for more specific SHOWstudio information maybe, and see if it can?
Yeah, we can even say from the past year, or referencing Nick Knight too.
Can you?
Interesting, I did find that if you reference like, can you make it like feel like Tyler the Creator, it would just include Tyler the Creator within the lyrics. It won't actually change like the flow of the lyrics, which I thought was just interesting. I don't know if that's just like a development to come, basically.
Projects from the last year. I'm hoping this works as I want it to, because this is a big test for what we've been doing. And I changed it today. Hopefully it does it. No, it's not going to do it. Oh, it did. So now you can see, like, so this is one of the things that came out with ChatGPT, and it looks super boring, but it's relatively interesting. if you care about this sort of thing. Essentially what's happening is we've built this database, and there's something when you're coding a chatbot with ChatGPT, they have a feature called function calling, and that is kind of a part built into their assistant API, which came out a couple weeks ago, but you could do it before anyway, and it means that we can run functions. So what it's actually done is, because I've asked specifically for the last year, it's actually gone to last year, so not 2023 but 2022, which is technically correct. But you can see, I don't know if you can see yet here, this will come up for you in a bit. Basically it's realized that I want specific information from SHOWstudio, the database we've given it, and it's able to like create a search for that data through the database. with specific dates, and then it's like gone off and found everything that's from SHOWstudio within those dates was published. So everything published in 2022, and added that into the prompt. And then this is our previous chat. And this all builds into one big prompt, which is what we send off to Chat GPT, and then it gives us back, hopefully, something which is way more. I mean, you can't really tell from the lyrics, to be honest. Still very normal Christmas, but yeah. So then, what this would let you do is like ask a specific question about a specific project, and it'll be able to search that out and give you like accurate information. But obviously, when we're talking about a Christmas song, it's just still Christmassy.
Yeah, it's funny. Some of the lyrics quite funny. Our year's reflection, a solemn pledge.
I'm gonna say more specific and upbeat.
Yeah.
And it also has context, so it should it will take what it's been giving us before and continue to improve on it. But yeah, you can see that these sort of searches take a little bit of time at the moment. That's sort of GPT-4 being so just moved up in the time, being a bit just having to deal with so much information, because it can deal with 128,000 tokens now, which is like 300 pages. So what we're feeding in at the moment is sort of, it's giving me something like 2,000 tokens. So if you assume 2,000 tokens, and then, so here we go. Through the speakers, fashion radio plays, beats of the catwalk brighten our days. What else we got?
From AI's touch to the runway groove.
Yeah. So she is
behind the screens.
Behind the screen. So yeah, we made it. So that's where we're like heading, is like a very much more well-informed AI compared to the last iteration, essentially. But cool. So what do we want to do? What's the next step?
So basically, then just ask it for some chords if you can.
Yeah. Can you
ask it for some chords and a BPM, a specific BPM? Because otherwise it kind of gives you like a range. I have to say eBree's very nice. Because when talking to ChatGPT, like in general, it's just very like, just gives you the facts. Whereas I feel like eBree is quite like talkative and I don't know, a bit more politer.
I think so. That's a part of it as well, right? We spent quite a long time back and forthing on. Are you reading that comment?
Yeah, that's so good.
What was I saying? We spent a long time trying to like figure out how to give it sort of a personality, and not be so blunt and not be so aggressive and stuff. Which is something.
Which is really good. And I feel like eBree's, again, I'm talking as if it's a personal sort of thing, but your eBree that you've made is very like it feels like a person in terms of the way it speaks back to you. It's kind of very much like, let me know how this feels, and talking about cozy tempo and things like that. Like, it's just, I don't know, it just seems kinder. ChatGPT, and you did a good job at making it less blunt, is what I'm saying.
I think, I mean, you were writing it as well. It also, that's one of the things that it does is it always it sort of follows up with a question to keep the conversation going. So it's not trying to get to the end, it's trying to like keep it going with you rather than here's your answer, leave me alone. But one thing I did find, I was talking to Danny about this. You can do fine tuning now. Like, I think it's just available.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we can, and they changed it a bit, because last time I looked at it, it was a bit more abstract feeling. But I think we can just like write out a conversation, fine tune based on a conversation, and then change its tone of voice. So we should look at doing that.
Okay. That'd be cool.
But it's going to be a lot of physical writing, which is long. But anyway, so now we've got chords, and this is like a legitimate chord progression.
Yeah.
I'd say it's in a key. Key of. Do you know what key that is?
It's a key of C, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's just a.
I wouldn't say A minor, but yeah.
What are you gonna say?
A minor and C are the same. Yeah.
I think it's a chord of, yeah. We're in C major, 4x4.
We're in C major. Do you know?
I think we're in C major.
It starts on C.
I would say we're C major.
Oh, let us know in the comments if you know if you know what this is.
Yeah, because the relative minor is A minor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A minor and C are the same.
So I'm sure we are.
All right, I'm just pretending to know anything about music.
As if we both didn't study music.
Yeah. Great. So
Okay,
now we've
cool.
got that. So now we're done. That's it.
Job done. Stream done. Switch your cameras off. So now we've got our base level. Basically, this is Chat GPT has done its job. Ebury has saved the day as always. We can now take it a step further if you want, and you can ask it for instruments.
Can you give me?
And you can actually ask for harmony lines as well, like so you can ask for, yeah, relative like harmony progressions and things like that. If you want to get a bit more fun and technical with it, but I did not do that for my Christmas song.
How many instruments do you want?
I don't know. I don't know whether to go crazy or keep it tame.
Let's do one. Give me an instrument.
Okay. So it's just gonna say like piano or something.
Or
guitar.
I would say we can always ask for just one.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully in the new year you'll all be able to write your own Christmas songs that are based on SHOWstudio knowledge.
Yes, I was going to say we've got a message. Yeah, fingers crossed. It's going to be really useful information.
Nico's got a real question.
Instruments like little peeps are good. Okay, we'll put that in a second, Donald.
Quick question.
I think that's fine tuning, right?
Talk to the program. Write and tune that input down. ID. Do you mean ID magazine? Are they doing something? I think the ways you get a more real feeling thing are sort of like you can sort of describe the personality that you want it to have, and then that helps quite a lot because normal ChatGPT is just trained to be an assistant. That's like its base sort of, this task is to assist you. So when you can sort of tell it that like, no, you're actually trying to be a friendly person, or you're a lecturer or a whatever you want it to be, and that can help it tailor its answers. And then the fine tuning we were talking about can help to, I think that the thing you actually use it for is to tune it in specific knowledge so that when it can answer things specific to a subject matter quicker. That's like what you actually use fine tuning for, but you can sort of change its tone of voice with fine tuning as well and get it to like, maybe we haven't really tried it yet, but I'm sure you could get it to write like very short answers if you just gave it the example that every time it answers a question it's a short answer, or like every time it answers a question it's a really long and like very poetic answer. You could get it to fall into that category. But you can also do a lot of things with just saying like you're a poet and you always answer in rhyme or something, and then it will always give you rhymes back. So that's the main way that you can do that. But then yeah, as the versions go up, it gets more and more intelligent, so you kind of have to put in less work to get more out of it. So that's where like the GPT-4 sort of starts to help out, is that we don't have to, we can sort of, you could almost trust it to figure more stuff out for you. And then you have to do less. That sounds about right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I just say with like the look of it all, I think as you're kind of saying, it is just the case of speaking to it in a certain way and probably a more creative way. And I think the AI thing, that the AI look and feel that we see a lot at the moment, the reason why we see it so much is because it's coming from a culture of that. And I think when you see people break away from that, and it's really interesting, they're not trying to achieve that. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say, Michael?
I don't know what you're
That
saying.
that people, I'm sure, will get similar results that feel more real, but the culture that AI is coming from,
Yeah.
people like the look of AI, so they'll try and fine tune it back towards more AI look rather than a more creative.
You mean like you mean like the visual?
From a visual point of view, yeah.
Yeah. So you mean like when you're trying to portray an AI, you go for that like faceless version? Is that what you're literally talking about?
I'm talking about the culture that AI is like the people that do a lot of
Creating.
AI are
Oh,
creating
like
is the
AI
very
images and
visual.
stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
when you go to fine tuning of AI or like of say
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
Comfy, they're all very particular tuned to a very particular look because that's the community, that's what they like to look at.
Yeah, that's true. I get you. I get you. I thought, yeah, I
So
was
so it's just a case of trial and error, and I think you'll find quite quickly that you can kind of create things that are away from that AI look. I think it's just a lot of stuff we see online has that look and feel. It's because the people creating it want that look and feel.
right, 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 right.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you can, yeah, that's right. Like you get a lot of like anime style, a lot of 3D
Yeah,
rendering style, and then like hyper realism and stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, a lot of those guys are actually using Midjourney, which is really good at recreating reality. I'd say that's like the one for getting really like photographic looking stuff. And if you play
yeah,
around with that long enough and iterate on that long enough, you start to get the if you look back at Omar's recent fashion predictions, that was like trying to be real.
yeah,
But then what if you really want to get into that sort of side of it, you should look into stable diffusion,
yeah,
which is what we've been using, and Comfy UI, which you just mentioned. And there's like loads of people have done like fine tunes and continued training into different art styles, and you can do it yourself as well. So that's like where you can get way more experimental with it, because Midjourney is like a closed box, but stable diffusion can do so many things if you spend time looking at it. There's like loads of stuff on YouTube as well.
no, it's there's a lot of resources out there. I think it is just knowing those keywords sometimes, like Midjourney and stable, to kind of then go into a big deep dive.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for your questions. That's yeah, opens up a good conversation on our side too.
Yeah. So yeah, Nico, it's yeah, stable diffusion, Comfy UI is like the thing which lets you run it on your own computer if you have like a NVIDIA GPU. Or you can just do a load of Googling. You can run a lot of that stuff online quite cheaply as well. But that's probably where to start. Cool.
Perfect.
Well, over to you. Where are we going? We've got like we've basically just got a list of all the appropriate instruments.
Yeah. Awesome. So at this point, it kind of depends how musically inclined you are or want to be. At this point, we can take our chords that it's just created and use an application called chord player.
Do you want to let me know when you want to swap back over to you?
Okay.
You've everything loaded up. Well, it's like this
Uh,
is where the AI ends and you have to start working.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is that you can either get what I'm about to do, which is the easy way, and just get something online to play it for you and just listen to it and then go back and forth with the AI until you find a chord progression and harmonies which you're happy with. or you can quite literally get Chat GPT to write out whereabouts the chords go in sentence to like the actual lyrics themselves, and then you can actually get to write melody lines, things like that. It's just it's how much you want to go back and forth.
I was just going to say, Nico, we will probably try and use Comfy UI later. I just realized that it's part of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome. Okay, I mean, this is a bit Blue Peter of us, as always, that we have pre-spoken to Ebury and created some lyrics and some melodies to go along with this, but we're just going to show you how we did that. So I'm ready whenever you want to cut across.
If you want to just do the screen share, and I'll just fade it over to your screen.
Okay, let me full zoom down. Screen share. Okay. Is that?
Yeah, now we're on you.
Perfect. Probably looks very chaotic.
We're gonna try down there. I love how like we do try to do some amount of pre-setting stuff up, but every time I end up just rebuilding it as we go.
I know, it's the way of it, but it makes it more fun when it's live on camera. The pressure builds.
Oh god, what's happening?
Okay, so am I good to go?
Yeah, whenever you want.
Okay, so previously we did basically what Michael's just done, and it came out with the key was in G major, and it gave us like a chord progression, and from there I then used a software, it's not really software, it's just an application called Chord Player, and all that does is that it plays the chords for you. And this is actually was really useful to try and find chords which felt the right mood and felt happy enough to be Christmassy. We originally did one like a Christmas song, and it was quite melancholy, but it was nice. It was just we felt there should be a little bit more upbeat and happy. So this is our lyrics up here. We've got, I'm not actually going to read them out loud, but there they are. Because I realised I've been there for quite a while. But from there, I've just literally just put them into Chord Player, and Chord Player works by you choose your key you want it in, and you can choose your style. I went for dance 1, but you can just get it to play once.
I was just like,
did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. So it's really easy to use. You just press record, and then you then just click the stuff you want, basically.
This is ridiculous.
So this is like, it's so quick, it's so easy. And I had dance style. I put in a dance style, so it actually plays a rhythm for you.
Yeah.
And there's loads to pick from. There's literally loads. Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, I have no idea what's happening. I let you do it all. So I'm as much here for the ride, along for the ride as everyone else. Well,
shout out any questions if you've got any, Michael. I'm here to answer them. Okay. Right.
Oh.
That's the other dance one that we could have gone for, that we didn't. We went for a dance one, and then from here, even better, you can actually pick your instrument. And I did see at the bottom there is MIDI.
This is just a free website, right?
Just a free website.
Yeah.
And then basically from here, I then just like audio recorded my desktop, picked a few instruments, which kind of worked, and dragged them into Audition, which is over here. So I've got my audio, my vocals, which we'll come back to, and then I've just got, I believe, a piano. Yeah. And I think a synth pad.
Oh.
Yeah. Underneath.
I love that you've done this in Audition. It's like so just not the intuitive choice.
It's not, but just like for the point of it being accessible, quote unquote, in terms of you don't have to like buy Logic or learn anything else. It's just quite literally dragging and dropping at this point.
Yeah.
So it keeps it all very clean and easy.
So yeah, I
And
would
very
say
cowboy.
that then like that you could do this the exact what you're doing now in Audacity, which is completely free.
What's Audacity?
You don't know what Audacity is?
No,
It's
what's
like the worst
Audacity?
program in the world. Do you want to Google? Should I try and Google it? It's good.
Well,
It's
I feel like
fine.
we're just gonna come up with. Oh yeah, I do know this.
Yeah,
Yes, I
it's
do.
like it just gets it done. Like if you need to record something, that's it. Like
So you can use it Audacity, I guess.
or
Either
or
or.
GarageBand or something if you have a
Okay,
Mac.
or FL. Yeah, FL Studio is free as well, right?
Nah, that's high quality stuff. I think there's probably a free version.
Oh, there's something else I'm thinking of. I can't remember. There's like one of them which is like the same caliber of Audacity. Um, but yeah, the
Yeah.
point of it is that it's easy, it's accessible, and anybody can do it, which is kind of, I guess, the principles of AI. And then from here, I then was like, I've got my like music being made, but no lyrics. Now what
What?
am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What? What am I gonna do? That is the question of right here, right now. And I thought, okay, let's put these lyrics. And I found an application called Melody Studio. And if I go actually back to the start, I can just show you it's again another really easy program to use. And you pick which key you want. So we're in G major. And then this is like a quite fun program because it does it all for you. So you just pick your
So what's this?
lyrics.
Does it literally sing them for you?
It gives you the melody line.
Oh,
Um,
does it know our key?
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember how I.
Wait, so this is a melody to go over our chords.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I think I've just pressed something too quick and now it's loading.
Oh, hold on, I can't do this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the way everything's going, right? Everything's like in a browser, like free
Yeah.
server-based stuff. All you need is like a laptop, and then you can do like anything.
Yeah, it definitely makes I don't know, just the whole process. I think just even getting to a point where you can just hear rough ideas, I think is pretty useful.
Yeah.
Before I was able to change these up here, and I don't know why I can't anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
let me just-
something.
yeah, I'm just gonna take it down and but essentially you just this is really annoying.
So what does this give you? What like the like note you have to sing?
Yeah, it gives you the whole melody line.
Wow.
I just I feel like I'm trying to remember how maybe I go full. I just
Do you think
need
it's
to
just? Do you think it's broken?
no. There we go. I don't really know what just happened, but it's kind of working. There we go. Okay, so I had G, E
Oh,
minor.
right, okay. I thought it had made up. I thought it had just like harmonized for you or something.
No, but it will do that, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Oh,
And then if I just get rid of this one because I thought it's going to be a bit. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for was the add chords section here.
right.
You essentially just drag in your lyrics and it will start to generate your melodies when you ask it to.
Oh,
Okay, I don't
feel
know
like you're
why
in
it's
chord mode. I don't
in
know.
chord
No,
mode.
well, I don't know. Now you can only add chords and can't change the lyrics.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What
Oh
do you
no. Oh, prove me wrong. Oh, I keep getting. How do you turn off Slack? This is honestly, man. Slack needs. I shouldn't have invented it. It's worse than email.
You don't like emails?
I mean, I don't mind emails, but I get so many. I get
Wait.
hundreds of emails that I don't read. Where is it? Put yourself as away? No. Pause notifications. Here we go. I feel like it makes me feel so old. Slack.
Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know you. But I think everything just gets lost in it.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Okay. So it'll basically then come up with this melody line,
yeah.
melody lines for you.
That's why. It's just essentially random, but like with some sort of extra like flavor.
What do you mean random?
Like, is it obviously it's doing it based on the chords?
Yeah.
But then it's just making something up to go along with that. Have you been able to pick the style or tell it kind of what you're looking for? So it is just sort of making it up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just making it up. We can do oohs rather than ahs.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed. Okay.
So funny.
That was lovely.
Okay. So what do you do? So once you've got your melody, what happened?
So once you've got your melody, it's then the only kind of bit that is really human nature coming in. You then sing the melody it's given you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be very, very good. It can be as bad as, well, if you're trying to phrase this better, you just have to sing, basically, just sing the notes along.
So you basically you copy what it's told you now.
Yeah.
So you just have to sing the words in the tune that you've already generated. So there's no
actual
thinking.
No, not at all. It's just
Nico's
finding something that you feel happy with. And then once you've recorded it, and got it back onto your laptop, I recorded my version with my phone under a duvet, which is the classic home studio setup if you don't have a home studio, which most of us do not. And then I used a voice swap, where you basically upload your MP3 and you can pick people to sing for you, and it will change your voice to sound like them. Let's see if I've got an example.
Nico's leaving, but should I say, where can he contact us on Discord?
Yeah, Discord's probably the best bet because we'll see it probably a bit easier.
I'm trying to find the invite link. Invite people. Oh, that's not what I want.
In the meantime, this was Angie Brown singing earlier on.
Lights on frames, we capture snow. SHOWstudio's holiday show.
I don't know how loud it is for you, but it's like really loud for me.
Yeah, no, it's pretty it's a thing.
But this again, like it's all of this software's been free to use so far. It's the same with this, like it will generate the audio for you.
Nico said do Missy Elliott. Do we have that?
Oh, let me have a look.
We've got Jack.
I don't think these people are.
Oh, these are actually just like singers, right? These aren't like famous singers.
But another application that does have famous people is La Lals.
Honestly, like is this such like startup territory AI? Like anyone with any name is just jumping on the bandwagon and
don't have Missy Elliott.
Oh no. Ariana Grande was good. Can you do Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
Pardon? That is a massive fan.
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it. Are you playing it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Well, maybe it's just not. I mean, can you hear it?
Oops. No.
Oh. You had to upload something, no?
Yeah, but it has like a preview.
Oh, right.
You can see if you want Ariana or Beyonce or Ed to feature on your next tracks. I'm not sure how ethical this is.
This cannot be. This is the thing. Like, they have absolutely not signed up to Lals and given their like voices, you know?
Yeah, I mean Homer Simpson's on here too.
Like,
It's just so weird you can't hear them though. Normally you can if you just press there. You can.
I wonder if it's just because you're like streaming.
Yeah, possibly actually.
But yeah.
But yeah, so once you've got a audio track with the lyrics sung, you then put that back into Audition, and ta-da!
A soft glow in the dark. The warm.
You have yourself a song.
So we made a song. So we've basically gone from like absolutely nothing about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
To
So
like
a full song.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's not a hit. But
What? I think it depends who you ask.
yeah, fair enough. I mean, we should try and get it to chart.
Yeah, so that could be our goal. Christmas charts. We've got 12 days.
Can you imagine?
We
What's
can
the
do
song? It used to always be the X Factor song, right? Does that make me
Oh
old?
yeah. Yeah, no, I used to love X Factor, but yeah, no, it did. It was the big thing. It's that you want to be the Christmas #1.
Christmas #1. Big times. Yeah, so okay, so now we've got a song.
Yeah.
And we've got
So now-
so you've got one music line from that music chord maker thing.
Yeah.
And then did you just do 2 of those for the other?
So that was just a different instrument that was
All
on
right.
there.
So you just swapped out the
which is
instrument.
grand piano, let's get a marimba.
I guess it's kind of. Oh yeah, do put a marimba in there. Could you do like dance too? Is that the same? Is that the
This is
same?
dance one. This is...
Oh, it's going to be a slightly different progression.
Lots of choices.
Make banger. Okay, cool. So then I guess
So,
this
yeah.
is also a point where you could jump off and like add your own drums or like
Yeah.
add a bass
Yeah,
line.
for sure. And I actually found an AI drum loop. It's called Drum Loop AI.
What a name. What a catchy.
Another original name.
Definitely sign up to it.
So, and it actually, some of the drum beats were kind of fun. I don't know what I'm about to play, so let's give it a listen and find out.
So that is very moody. What
It's
did
supposed to be Christmassy.
Oh, you put so this is a prompt thing, so you can put in a. I guess it is
Sure
warm.
is.
It's warm because it's muffled.
We can write a beat together right now if you give me some words.
Some bars. Put in like bright and twinkly.
Yeah.
Twink,
Has Twinkly got
I don't know. Doesn't sound like a real word. I'm thinking like
Let's
jingle
double check
bells
that.
is what I'm like.
okay, bright and twinkly.
I don't know. What else can you?
Christmas. Oh, what's the it's a boy drummer.
The little boy drummer. Little drummer boy.
Little drummer boy. Christmas beats. Little drummer.
Oh boy.
Boy. Let's do it. This one takes it's very long, about 30 seconds. But I didn't get time to add in my drums to the track. And that is probably one of the big setbacks of having it as an audio, not MIDIs, is that you can't change it. But I do know that Drum Loop AI, there is a MIDI option.
Yeah, lots of these things are like they're obviously building on their tools every day. So like some of them are letting you add, like get the MIDI out, and then like I saw, you know, that one that does an automatic comp of 3D onto a person. So you can put in like a rigged 3D model or something and a video, and then it just replaces the person with your 3D model. Yeah. Like all animated and everything. I think in there you can, I think you can pull out a USD now.
Really?
So you get like the whole scene, like the light, I think it would be like the lighting, camera position, rigged and animated model, all of that. And then you can just pull that out and then you can do your own comp.
That's really cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's developing very quickly, that's for sure.
What is that? That's like crazy waveform.
Yeah. Are you ready to listen to your bright and twinkly Christmas beat, Little Drummer Boy?
It's gonna be awful. I don't hate it. Like, you could definitely use that as like a perfect percussion line if you wanted to.
For sure. If you wanted to.
Do you want to add it in? You can do it?
No, not this time around, I don't think. Whoa.
Mate, it's Kanye. Basically. It's Fred again. Where's Fred again?
But yeah, you probably do some quite cool sound effects with it.
Yeah. No, that's one of the things as well, isn't it? Like, if you could just, all these things that, like, I was looking at yesterday, you know, Unity. Yeah. So they've started releasing their AI tools, and one of them is just like a texture generator. So you just like I want some bricks for my wall. Like, you just type it in and then you get like a bunch of bricks, and you can just texture like your whole scene just by like typing in what you want. It's insane.
That's so good as well if it's built into Unity. Like, just the ease of that, rather than going, because I know Runway actually has it. We'll have a beta version.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, not even beta. They have a 3D texture.
That's cool.
But you'd have to do the whole back and forth, which, as we all know, the files can get lost and it gets messy quite quickly. So that's great if it's built into Unity.
It's amazing how much ease of use is just a key feature. Yeah,
no, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of rounds up the music side of it. As you can see, it's difficult work.
Well, I guess it's just like with all AI, like you don't have like, at the moment, it's changing all the time, but like this ability to go like make this exact thing that I have in my brain straight away.
Yeah.
It's all about like trial and error and iteration, and then the human comes in as the sort of tastemaker of the whole thing. So you just have to figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So should we move on to visuals?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Right. How do we want to do this? So how did you do it?
I just used Runway.
Did you generate your images in Runway? Should we look at Comfy?
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to look at Comfy, and whilst you do Comfy, if we could do parallel of native.
Ooh.
Runway. Are you, when you're getting Comfy, are you doing Stable Diffusion animation, or are you doing Stable Diffusion and then putting that back into Runway?
I think we're going to use Runway for animation. I didn't get the, and I also apparently I don't think the animation is actually, it's for non-commercial at the moment.
For Runway.
It's not fully open source for stable to video.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
what they're saying. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So do you want to do a split screen? Is that what you're?
We can do a split screen, or we can cut to either screen, really. Should we split up how we're going to do it? Should we just do?
Should we do like lines each? Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do the first one?
Okay, let me type it out.
I've sent it to you on Slack.
Oh, Slack. We're back.
I know.
Oh yeah, okay. Cool. So shall I do a few prompts? Let's flip, I'm gonna flip over to my screen.
Okay. Oh, you flipped over. Let me know when you've flipped over and I'll stop sharing.
flipped over now.
Okay.
And then do you want when you stop sharing?
Yeah.
I can cut your face back into the thing.
I've stopped sharing.
Cool. All right, great. So,
Awesome.
go back to me. Can everybody hear? Yeah. So, this is what we were talking about earlier, which is Comfy UI. And it looks like a whole mess of things. And if you're not used to node workflows, which is becoming super, super like the way that everything does everything now, I feel like nodes are the way you do everything. In DaVinci, do your grades in nodes. In a lot of like game engines, they have coding things, like all their coding has been broken down into nodes. A lot of shaders, Houdini, all that, like a lot of 3D workflows are node based. So they have made that for AI as well. And basically what you're doing is over here you write in your prompt, same as you would if you were online using like DALL-E or a Stable Diffusion Online or Midjourney or any sort of AI. Write in a prompt, and then that goes through a bunch of things, encoding, sampling, decoding, and then you get an image at the end. But the good thing about Comfy UI is it can just be expanded into way more complicated steps. So you can actually have your negative prompt, which is going to allow you to sort of say what you don't want in an image, and it will try and exclude that. You can say how big or small you want the image. So this gives us quite a lot of control over what we get compared to what we're getting out of what you get by default in a lot of online things, which is usually just a square. So we actually want to get a 16:9 vertical, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going for? Going for phone.
Yeah, let's go for it. It's probably easier then.
So
Post.
the recommended for that is 1,344. So 7681344. I think that gives us close to 16:9. And then we can type in our thing. So which which lines of text are you doing?
Second and fourth.
Snowflakes drift.
No, that's the first. I'm doing warmth of SHOWstudio.
Shall I do snowflakes drift?
Yeah.
Cool. So
Nice.
I'm gonna put that in as my prompt. So we're just gonna see what happens with just that. I'm gonna say I don't want it to have text or watermarks on it. It's baseline. Then I'm gonna click prompt. I'm gonna reduce this just so it's a little bit faster. I'm gonna hope the computer doesn't crash when I press go. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. So what that's gonna do is load up my models. Over here, it's loading that one up. Now it's passed through a sampler, which is sort of doing the calculation. Because it's SDXL, there's actually 2 steps of sampling, and then we get our image. Can you see what I'm seeing?
I can. It's beautiful.
Look at that.
It's very Christmassy.
So we've got that as one thing. And then what we can do is basically just keep iterating. And if you're not familiar with how AI works, it basically, these diffusion models essentially work on it's like a noise. You start off with noise, right? And it decodes it until you get an image. So you can get a random result by the seed of noise, which is basically like the kind of random it is, essentially. And that has like many different options. So that mixed with your prompt gives you a different output. So if I clicked prompt again, it's going to go through the exact same steps, but give me a slightly different output, which is a different scene. So then what you can do is build on our prompt. So that's the baseline of what we want. But we want it to be a photograph. Do we want it stylized or hyper realistic?
What are the stylized options?
No, we can say whatever. Like we could make it a cartoon. So I'm gonna try and add some fashion to it.
Okay. In the style of like Nick Knight, SHOWstudio.
Photograph of a fashion model in the style of SHOWstudio. Full body, wide angle. Let's say we want to shoot wide on a 50mm for some reason, and we want it to be, what kind of camera would you use?
For like a 60mm.
What's your favorite? Like a Canon? Let's see. Classic Canon 5D.
When you do the new Sony.
The new, should I just put in the new Sony?
The new
Sony A9. And that just sort of like gives it a bit more to work with. We'll see what comes out now. Hopefully it's drastically different. There you go. So sometimes you can see, like, I put in full body, didn't get full body out, but you know, it doesn't know everything. So, and that there's sort of an art to prompting.
Yeah.
And with the negative prompts, there's usually like certain things you can always add. Like you'd never want to have a, well, sometimes you don't want a blurry picture. You don't want, there you go. That's fashion.
That's very fashion.
Let's do one of those. So now what I'm going to do is just load up a few prompts. Just get a few different versions of that. I'm going to also say that I want it outside. In the hills. Whoa. And yeah, you kind of, I'm not looking at the chart. So there we go. So yeah, oh, that's kind of did work. I updated my comfy and did some stuff, and this works. This is so much quicker.
Oh really?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have loads of stuff here. I'm gonna move on to the next prompt. So it brings us together. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, from near and far.
What I'm also gonna actually do is turn on my upscaler. Just get a few of those. So this is the beauty of Comfy AI as well, as you can add on, like now, like I can add on an upscale pass, which is just gonna like get me really high resolution images out, and it's just another part of the workflow. I don't have to like, it's not another step or another program. I can do it all in here. Copy and paste that in. And I'm going to add a few of those on. That's quite a cool one. Do you want me to start passing you images to... Oh. Am I now bringing this together from near and far? Oh, we're in different hills now. Let's keep it snowy. Snowy Christmas scene. There we go, we're back. I don't think brings us together from near and far is giving me anything different. Do you want me to do like the next verse? Or should I do...
Yes.
Just I do the whole next verse or no?
If you want to, yeah, go for it. So I've done SHOWstudio's holiday show and I'm on Warm Our Hearts in the Winter's Throw. But do not let that deter you from just doing the whole thing.
I'll do it,
cool.
and I'm gonna do the two lines that are mine.
Okay.
Together. So obviously that you sort of it should probably make some sense, because obviously asking it to just depict brings us together. I mean, maybe I'll go back to that. Hold on. I'm asking for too much. see. Maybe there's, yeah, maybe one of these is gonna be better. Can you see what I'm getting?
Oh yeah.
One of these could be good, brings us together. Ooh. Cool. Then
Nice.
should I just pass you some select and then you can
Yeah, go
do the
for it.
video part?
Yeah, I'm just downloading some stuff from Runway now. That's cool. I think it's so hard sometimes with AI because you're just like, oh, this is really cool. Like I want that as my image input. It's hard to make a decision sometimes.
Yeah. But it's actually like when you take it, because we're using it all the time, you sort of lose the novelty of it. But
Yeah.
when you actually think about what we're doing, I've just created about 40 different options for something in about 5 minutes. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's crazy.
insane, unparalleled levels of like creation, you know?
I've just realized that Runway is horizontal, not vertical.
Does it only do horizontal?
I don't think there was an option to do vertical.
What do you mean? Can you not just chuck in any image?
I was doing my text though. I was doing text.
Oh, nah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yes. Whereabouts are you going to send this stuff across?
Fashion tales. Slack? That old thing.
Hello, Chestnut.
Oh, I can see all my files.
Do you want to just cut to my screen then?
Oh no, I'm gonna try and do a select. Shall I put them up here and you can...
Wait a
SHOWstudio.
second.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool.
On that one.
But yeah, that's pretty. You can also use Runway though on yours.
Shall I do it myself?
Uh,
I'll do it
yeah.
myself.
Okay, because yeah, I'm just gonna start to put them into Premiere.
Okay, I'll send you the films once I've got films then.
Okay.
Are you doing anything special with your stuff? I'm just gonna leave it at base and... Oh, should I turn up to 10?
Turn it up to 10. Yeah.
What? Crazy.
Go crazy. It is Christmas after all.
Crazy Christmas.
Can you hear my screen?
I can't hear your screen, no.
Okay.
So yeah, all we're doing now is... start this again. There's this website, another website, called runwayml.com, and they've released this tool called Video... It's basically AI Video Gen 2, and you can chuck in any image you want. I'm gonna start with this one. So I'm putting in this image.
Wait a second. Okay.
And then it will basically interpret the image and try and add motion to it. There's a few parameters like how much motion you want overall, or you can pick your camera motion, or you can select what you want to move. But we're just going to go 100% and see what happens, basically. This is the one I was just working on. So this is 100%, so let's see. So it just adds motion to it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. but I guess we're just gonna roll with it. Did you have about a minute of song?
It's yes.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna, instead of going ahead with that one, I'm gonna turn it down to 5 and generate again. So this does cost a relative, like, it can add up. If you keep hammering this tool, like, it will start to cost you money. You have to keep topping up your credits. Like you can see, we've only got 90 seconds left, but it's cool. So what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do? You're gonna keep feeding it.
Yes. It's looking very cool, I have to say. I feel like the results are always pretty interesting. And I don't know if you have it on yours. I don't think it's photo input, but you can do previews for text now.
Previews for text? What do you mean?
So when you put text in, it gives you free previews.
Oh, that's cool. I guess, yeah, I mean, don't want to keep paying for stuff you don't want to see. Extend. So yeah, and then you can keep extending these. So even though I've got 4 seconds, those 4 seconds I was kind of happy with. So I'm just going to keep going with that. I'm going to check this other one. I think that's nicer with less movement. So we're going to extend that one. Cool. And then how many seconds do you reckon you need? If we've got 8 lines and there's about 60 seconds, we need like 8 seconds each?
Yeah,
7
something
seconds
like that.
each? So one extension.
Yeah.
So these 2 are done.
And the reason why this is so good as well, because I can now just take it from Runway.
Oh, are you seeing them as like...
Yeah. My only issue is that my computer keeps on not crashing, but the actual Safari keeps on crashing.
Oh dear. Are you on an
Oh, dear,
M1? I don't know. Are you on
I
your
know.
Mac?
Yeah, I am.
I can't believe it's so like buggy for you.
Yeah,
Got
I don't know why.
Like a really
it's-
poorly binned one. So the latest version of the 2 I've got, I think, are going to be good to go.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, he absorbed it. Oh dear, he's dancing. Whoa, he's turned around. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep going on that one. Turned in. They merged into one. Did you see that?
I did. It was pretty crazy.
That was
That could never
wild.
happen in real life. The power of AI. Am I right?
Am I right? Right, where should we go? Something about the frames. I'm just gonna use that one. And then again, just can't stress enough how crazy it is that we're just like for an hour in, we're gonna have like
Yeah.
a 30-second of 1 minute video with a brand new piece of music written, novel video, and it's a film, not just pictures. And it's oh no, you've lost me. You hear me
What do
still?
you mean?
My
can hear you.
camera's died.
Oh. But you can still speak though, right? I think you can. I think Michael's headphones just probably have been taken off in panic to try and sort this out. But in the meantime, I can't show you anything I'm doing, but I'm just mimicking exactly what Michael's doing essentially. But I've just skipped a step rather than going through Comfy. I've gone straight to Runway and I've just put the text prompt in, which is just, it's very self-explanatory. I'm literally just copy and pasting in the lyrics.
But yeah, we can compare the results once they're in the video.
Yeah.
What?
That's cool. The grading's nice.
It's crazy. Should I keep going? I kind of want to see where this thing
No,
goes.
can you do your other ones first?
Oh, it's no fun. Okay. I kind of want to... I'm just going to extend this one because we need to get that done. Izzie, I want to see where it goes.
Okay, it looks really cool. It does look really cool.
It just looks so fun.
We can definitely see.
I'm on my
but,
last one anyway, so
Okay,
joke's on you.
and then you can go crazy.
Look at this lovely family with their knees that will become one. Why have they got an open fire inside? Jesus Christ, that is that guy is like, yeah, we're gonna burn this house down.
That
This
was
house comes down.
100%. That was his idea. You can just in that photo. It's just that's such a like a gonna get an open fire. It's gonna be great. Kids gonna love it.
Fucking hell. Should we max this one out? Let's see what.
Why is it not extending? Okay.
Okay, so that's done. I'm just doing this last one. I'm going to extend this because we all need to know.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing what it turns out to be.
What do you reckon the longest someone's ever gone on this is?
I think it's got a cutoff of like 16 seconds, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to have to get stable video working so I can make like a feature length.
But what you could do is you could take the last frame of your video.
Oh yeah, and just keep
put it back
going.
in.
Should we
Keep
make?
going.
How much money would that cost us to make a feature length AI film?
I don't know. Probably a few hundred.
Hmm.
Try and get some funding. That could be your New Year's resolution.
Get some funding from One Runway ML to do what they could do in the click of a button.
Just because we want to do it.
Oh, this is wow. Turns in.
That fire is burning.
Is that a number 10? Yeah. Should we give that another go?
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously, I keep saying obviously. I'm like obviously, but yeah, you can just click it again to run another version, and it will be slightly different. That thing is on fire in the background.
Which thing?
Can you see that?
I wonder if as you keep on going, it will keep on
Just start.
keep on setting
fire.
a
So
light
I'm going to
everywhere.
extend this one as well. I'm going to stop rinsing it. Okay, this is that's it. Oh yeah, it does have a limit.
Yeah, we also don't have that many seconds left.
Yeah, that's what we've just absolutely obliterated the credit. Oh, he's going. He's flying. And he's landed. Oh, now he's walking backwards away.
Wow.
That's great.
Oh, that's really cool.
Alright, have you got all the videos yet?
Nearly. I'm just trying to extend this last
So
one.
this is the old version. Whoa, he's retreated into himself. Oh man.
He's what? Disappeared?
Could you see?
Okay. He's like, oh, wasn't me.
Yeah, oh, no.
She's saying, come back. The whole house is on
And
fire.
the like child is like terrified.
Yeah, she's like, no,
I hate what
what are
you're
you
doing.
doing?
Let's see where this fire goes.
Mm.
It's like, oh, fire. Oh, oh god.
Oh, this was a bad decision.
Turned into a child. Okay, well there you go.
Beautiful. Okay, do you want to send your lovely pieces of work to moi?
Do you want me to download and send, or are you going to get them off?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll just get them off there.
Just
Okay,
go for the
can you-
latest version, I think, of each,
Okay.
if you can tell.
Yes, I'm sure we probably will be able to. Wow, this one's really cool, Michael.
Which one?
It's my one.
Oh.
Yeah. I realised the context of what we were talking about, it's not helpful. This one's really pretty. I feel like the runway ones, I haven't really seen much of yours. I have been focusing on the other runway stuff. But
The like lit up
wow, that's
jacket
pretty.
one is cool. That's a bit boring, and this one's funny. I might try a different. I have more options.
Let's just go with this and then
Yeah, definitely just go with what we've got. Looks a bit Chanel. Oh.
I'm trying to find which have you done? You've done 4.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find your 4th.
Let me try that one. Oh,
What's-
that looks weird.
What's your fourth one?
The fire.
So you've got the fire one, you've got your man jumping.
And then I've got this frame. It's just it's not so
Okay.
it's not so fun. It's like
Okay, perfect. I've got that one. Right, I'm gonna put these into Premiere. Okay, nice. Are you just gonna sing or do you speak?
I'm gonna sing.
You're just gonna. I don't know why I said sing.
Oh.
I think it's because I can hear this singing on my side. I'm listening to the thing now.
Oh right. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna try out another person. See what happens. So yeah, so now we're just gonna stick it all together, which is the other manual bit. And then that's it, right? Then we've got our little film.
Yeah, then we're done.
What else? What else we use? So you can also use AI in Photoshop as AI now. That's the other one. Anything else interesting with AI?
Not off the
What's happening?
top of my head.
So there's a lot of video. So video is the big thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
I think GPT-5/Q star / the new Google one.
Oh yeah.
It's the big like actual intelligence, and AGI is the new buzzword
Yeah.
for 2025.
2025.
2024. And what else have we got? Sort of just it's gonna be video. Video is gonna be the big one, like when you can like get really consistent results. That mimic real life, because I think that would be, because I feel like that's one of the things that is really useful actually, is to be able to like even like storyboarding things quickly, or filling in a shot with AI would be interesting. Yeah, and like personal AI assistants. Something I wanted to do is like create my own AI assistant that
Oh yeah.
would, but I guess it can learn from. That was my thing. Like I don't know how it can learn your style or how to help you, and then I guess it's just actually having a really big conversation with it and being able to reference that back would be kind of helpful, because then you could like just keep working on a job. I know there's like all the agent stuff where you get like the research agents,
Yeah.
where you like have like two AIs and one's telling an AI to do something, and that AI does it and sends it back, and then that AI like assesses how good the result is, and then it tells it to do it again. Or
That's cool.
so those are interesting, but I've never really got my head around them in terms of like I've used Auto GPT, which is cool, but it feels very much like a sort of black box of just put in an input and you get some output out of it, which is interesting, but yeah, I'd rather know how it works. Whoa.
Do you want to cut to my screen so I can ask you some
Okay.
questions on this quickly? So I try and
Right. Yeah, if you want to do, as soon as you share it, I'll just fade over.
okay, I am sharing now.
Cool. It's with you.
Okay, cool. So hopefully you can. This is difficult when you're talking. I can't actually hear anything with doing this at the same time. But I need. Which was your snowflakes drift?
It's the one with the woman in the white
window?
coat.
Okay,
That
this
one.
one.
Yeah.
So this is your.
Snowflakes drift past the lens, a soft glow in
that's
Yeah.
your bringing people together. Which one was that one
But you
for?
you need the warmth of SHOWstudio.
Yeah, I've got the
That's bringing people together. When you
warmth
merge
of
when the two
SHOWstudios.
people merge together. Whoa, is that yours?
Yes.
Oh,
It's really cool.
I can't. Where can I watch it? Stream for it.
The warmth
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
of SHOWstudio blend.
Actually, that's not the warmth. Which is the warmth?
The warmth.
That's actually, I think that's the warmth.
Oh, you did like actual like pictures.
What do you mean?
Like yours
What
is
do you
like like fashion looks that are Christmassy. That looks really
Not-
Mid-Journey.
Yeah, it does actually,
From
but yeah,
here.
not intentionally. The which one was that? That was for Fashion Tales by the Fire's Glow. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, I'm not even looking.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, that's like the last one. Fashion Tales, yeah.
Oh my
Oh, we
God.
should have aligned on a brief.
Yeah, probably a little bit. But this is just runway. I haven't.
You did prompting straight to film, so text to film.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Well,
wild.
yeah, because you did image too. Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, this is why I want to get the other one working.
That's holiday show. Okay. Lights, frames, recapture snow is not that one. I think it's this one.
That's the frames one, yeah.
And then Nick Knight's vision
Keep playing.
is this one. And then blends us together from near and far is this one. Okay. Ta-da. Right, it's not been sorted, but are you ready to give it a watch?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it like this so they don't lose. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Snowflakes drift past the lens, a soft glow in the dark. The warmth of SHOWstudio blends with the winter stalk, brings us together from near and afar.
That's so good.
Ignites vision like a guiding star. Lights on frames, we capture snow. SHOWstudio's holiday show. Fashion tales by the fire's glow. Warm our hearts in the winter's throe.
Okay, so
Do some
I think
editing.
we have to cut
Cut out
up your bit.
Yeah, that needs to be way shorter.
To stalk brings us together from near and afar. Nick Knight's vision like a guiding star. Lights on frames, we capture snow.
I think for some reason yours are like 9 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know why that's.
Judy
I think it's like just the frame rate.
Fashion tales by the fire's glow. Warm our hearts in the winter's throe.
Nice.
Oh wow!
We did it.
All right. I'm doing more AI. This version is so much better.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I've watched it.
Do you want to watch it again?
Yeah. Do you want to export? Do you want to do? Okay, do we need to do it? I was gonna say, should we do a 4x5, 16x9?
I don't
And
think
then
we
don't.
do
I
it
mean,
on-
not now, but like
no.
and then we can.
Post it.
Yeah.
Post it. Woo.
Cool. So I guess, do you want us to recap? So we've done it
Yes.
within the amount of time, which is crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Ooh.
so it's been a wild journey. We used Chat GPT to get our lyrics, our chords, our harmonies, our BPM, and our instruments to use, which we then put into chord player, and it's recorded our screen to get the audio out of that. Put that into Audition, and then used a program called Melody Finder. I would show you all of this, but my computer it kept on crashing in the Safari, so I can bring them back up, but that it's not there. I mean, I could just do that. They put Melody Finder to find our melody, and then you had to sing it, put it back into the voice swap, I believe it was called, and then we had our audio from that. I thought that was a very weird way of explaining all of that, but yes.
Cool.
And then we've just made our visuals using Stable Diffusion Comfy UI. Is that correct? And then Runway.
And then Runway video to
I'm just going to
AI.
keep playing that in the background without any audio. And yeah, I think this is really cool, that first shot with the glow.
Yeah.
Then it feels very advert.
The film director, fucking hell. The director film is pretty cool. On Runway, I didn't realize it was that good.
Yeah, no, me either, to be honest. I feel like whenever we've used it for other stuff, it's been interesting results, but actually using it to point blank visuals has actually been really cool.
I wonder if you could do like this, like the more abstract stuff is quite good.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
feels very Mid-Journey as well.
Yeah, that is very Mid-Journey. So I guess should we just wrap it up?
Yeah. Awesome. Shall I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah. You're just massive on the screen for a second. Cool. So yeah, that's it. Should we?
Awesome.
Yeah. What? Is there any closing remarks? I'm getting really distracted by AI at the moment.
I can see it snowing outside of what I am.
What?
I know.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It really is. It must have heard the AI and got inspired. It was like, wow, I have to start snowing.
Yeah.
Or words to that effect. Yeah, thank you so much for anybody who's still listening. It's been fun. I feel like a Christmas special. It was a good Christmas special. It was good fun.
Yeah. We probably won't post that. Why has he got? Oh my God. We probably won't post that, I guess, but we'll be back next year with less Christmassy things, but I don't know what we'll do next year. We still have the idea of doing the comping sort of thing, which I've been seeing everywhere, so I think we should just do it. Like everyone's doing it. Any ideas? And yeah, I guess if anyone has ideas.
Yeah, just let us know. I think any kind of walkthrough. I mean, maybe we do more of this type of stuff. I feel like Nico had a lot of questions, so maybe it is useful to explain how you kind of can fine tune and create AI which feels more aligned with what you want.
one thing we will be doing is potentially getting Danny on to talk about Ebury Grace once we've built more front end. So because he's more of a front end coder.
Yep.
To talk about that and how that all works, what is going on. But yeah, cool.
Awesome. This has been a lot of fun, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's been fun for us.
Yeah, just messing about. It's just to play with like AI tools. And to be fair, we'll probably have to do another AI one at some point where we like update everything. Because it's all gonna be out of date in about 20 minutes. So.
For sure. And I just feel like by the time we're probably back in the office, it's gonna be a whole new wave of things that we could have done differently, with different tools available. But yeah, the kind of point of this one was to make it as user-friendly as possible. And yeah, hopefully that's done just that.
Cool. All right. Well, I don't know. I'll speak to you in a bit, I guess. And then we'll see everyone later.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.